What up, everybody? Billy Philo here with Masterful Mechanics Baseball. Today is part 2 of our training video for our mobility routine. Last time we looked at the first 3 moves in our routine, so today we're going to look at the last 3 moves. The first 3 moves incorporated more of our neck and the mobility of our neck and shoulders, okay, and the upper part of our back and spine. Today we're going to look at the middle of our back and look at the parts of our spine that are below our neck down to our hips and how we can gain mobility in this area of our body. Okay, so today, learning objective number 1, you're going to learn the last 3 moves, which are spinal rolling, spinal lateral flexions, and spinal rotations. You're going to learn how each move is going to target an area of mobility of your spine and a certain part of your body. Okay, and learning objective number 3, you're going to learn about the logistics of our mobility routine. So, for example, how often you should be doing it, how many reps for each move, ways you can break it down, how you can improve and keep adding repetitions and making it more challenging. So we're going to look at all these things today. So I was excited for this video because I love my mobility routine. It's really helped me out for doing it over the past year, hammering it every day. Gotten me improved in areas of my life, not just physically, but also mentally and emotionally. So let's get started with our first move today, spinal rolling. So spinal rolling, we're gonna look at mobility in mainly our spine and our hips here, and our shoulders actually. So we're gonna target 3 different areas: shoulders, spine, hips. And the way we do spinal rolling, we're gonna look at, if this is my body, we're gonna look at our mobility of going down and back. Okay, you might think, like, how far back are we gonna go? Well, you're gonna find out. So here we go. Just like our other moves, start, arms at your sides, palms facing outward. Okay, good posture, chest high, chin up. Separate your chin from your shoulders. You should feel a stretch in the bottom part of your neck, upper part of your chest right here, a stretch from your chin to your shoulders. Okay, we're gonna start and use our eyes. Okay, lead our body with our eyes. So look down, bring our chin down. Okay, this is gonna be similar to the neck flexion that we did, but we're gonna take this one step further after we get our chin down to our chest. Okay, slowly lead with your eyes, bend at the waist. Okay, and you're gonna go until you feel a pull in your hamstrings. Take a breath. Now we're going to use our eyes to lead our body going backwards. Keep looking back as far as you can, till you get to as far as you can go. So let me do a few in real time. It'll be easier for you to see, and then I wanted to talk through the exercise. That's 1 rep. There's 2. So again, spinal rolling, we're focusing on down and back. Targeting that area of our spine for the mobility in our back there. Okay, it helps if you really breathe through this exercise. So once you get down as far as you're gonna go, take a deep breath, inhale in, hold it till you get all the way back, and then exhale as you bring yourself up. Use your abdomen, the muscles in your abs, your core to bring yourself back up. Let me show you one from the side, it might be easier to see. Nice breath through your nose when you're down here. Exhale, feel a stretch, pull your hamstrings. Then inhale as you're going to go back. And then exhale out of your nose, coming up. So there you have it. There is spinal rolling. Next is spinal flexions. So spinal flexions, we're going to look at the mobility of side to side. Okay, so now our body can go down and back. Now we're going to go side to side. Okay, the best way to do this one, arms straight over your head. Okay, so this is targeting our shoulders, the mobility in our shoulders and the sides of our back. Okay, and our hips as well. So arms straight up. Our goal is to keep our belly button in the same place. Okay, as our back moves, our belly button's gonna remain still, or at least try to. Again, deep breath in through your nose, and we're gonna go to the side. Okay, you should feel a stretch in your oblique and in your core and the side of your back right here. As far as you can go with keeping your belly button still, back to the middle, another breath in. Other side, exhale. There's one rep. Show you a few in real time. Okay, and as you're doing this one, you should use the muscles in your core again to bring your body from the side and bring it back up straight. Then relax, let it go to the side. Use the muscles in your core to, again, bring it back up. So this targets the side and gets our mobility laterally. All right, last move is spinal rotations. So as you can imagine, with this one, we're gonna rotate and work on our rotational mobility. So for this one again, start chin up, good posture. Okay, use your arms to separate and get space between your chin and your chest. You should feel it stretching. Okay, we're gonna use our eyes. This is just like neck rotations, but we're gonna take it a step further. Okay, guide your body, lead your body with your eyes. I'm gonna look to my left. Okay, leading my head with my eyes. Turn as far as I can go, keeping my shoulders still. Then I'm gonna turn my shoulders, keeping my lower half still. Use my other arm to pull this side of my body in that direction that I want it to go. Bring it back. Again, arms down at our side. Use our eyes to lead our body as far as I can go. Turn my shoulders, keeping my lower body still. Now use my right arm to pull that side of my body. And I'm going to squeeze my left glute or left buttocks as I'm pulling it to the side. Okay, and try to look as far as you can rotationally that way. Show you a few without talking. It's a lot easier to do these moves when you are not talking and you're just focusing on breathing through them. There's one. And two. So as you get to the peak of your rotation, okay, use the opposite glute to squeeze and opposite arm to pull you that way so you can go a little further. So you can keep improving that mobility and going further and further, training your eyes and your body to be able to rotate further and further. Okay, you think rotation is important for baseball, especially pitching and hitting, throwing, everything. Baseball is a rotational sport, so we need the mobility rotationally. We need that to help us through our mechanics and through the mobility that we're going to be pursuing while we're on the field. Okay, so there you have it. Last three moves. Okay, and most of them are just an extension of the neck moves, but now we're incorporating our back and the rest of our spine, which is also targeting the mobility in our shoulders and hips. So today we had spinal rolling, we had spinal lateral flexions, and we had spinal rotations. Last three moves, there you have it. Okay, we learned how each one is going to help target a different area of mobility for our spine and other parts of our body. Okay, and now the logistics of a mobility routine. All right, first of all, you should try to do this mobility routine every single day. So not 5 days a week, not 6 days a week. I'm talking 7 days a week. Okay, if you go through this with good intent and good focus, it should only take you maybe 20, 25 minutes to complete the 20 repetitions, which is going to be our starting point. Okay, 20 repetitions a day. Now, if you're younger, much younger, you're a youth athlete, you're only 9, 10 years old, maybe you can start with just 10 repetitions a day of each move, which is fine, but I want you to slowly work your way up to 20. Okay, 20 repetitions should be the starting point. Or if you're elderly, again, maybe start with 10 repetitions. That's fine, try to work your way up to 20. So if you do this every day, it should take you 20, 25 minutes, and I promise you, your back and your entire body will be feeling better, more mobile, more flexible, You'll also be strengthening your mind because, let's face it, these exercises are challenging, and in order to hit them with maximum focus and intent, we're training our brain, okay, to go through the struggle, breathe through the pain, and fight through these, because you will experience some pain, and the only way we can change our body is if we're putting a stressor in that is greater than what we're going to experience again in a game. So our training has to be tougher than the game. So this is definitely going to be a tough area of training for you to hit, but the more you consistently practice these moves and get better at them, you will improve, they will become easier, and you'll be able to reap the benefits more. Okay, the benefits are physical, okay, with just increasing your mobility, which as a baseball player we definitely need to be mobile and flexible and strong. It's going to improve you mentally because you're strengthening your brain to push through even when you don't feel like doing the moves or you're experiencing a little bit of discomfort. Okay, that's totally normal. And emotionally it's going to make you stronger because, okay, if I can do this and every day I can hit this and I can have a routine, make it part of my day, then it's going to make other things that I don't enjoy doing as much a lot easier, and going to allow me to have some more self-control and more control of my brain, which in the end, that's what we need to be able to control our body, control our brain, stay positive, and work our way through any obstacle in life. So this isometric training can actually help improve you mentally and physically, which is why I am a huge advocate of this mobility routine and of isometric training in general, which we'll talk about in more videos to come. So but if you're struggling to do 20 reps at one time, but you do want to get your 20 reps in a day, that's totally fine. Maybe you can try, split it up. Do 10 in the morning when you wake up, and then do 10 reps of each exercise before you go to bed. There's your 20. Or break it up, maybe like 3 sets of 7. Okay, 1 after breakfast, 1 before lunch, 1 before bed. Totally fine. Or if you're really struggling and this is very challenging for you, you can split it up into 4 sets of 5. Okay, so as long as you're getting your 20 reps in of each exercise or each movement, then you're going to be okay. And I promise you that it will get easier. And then once you get 20 reps down and you're feeling confident and you want to increase a little bit more, that's totally fine. After a year now, I'm up to 30 reps, which I only increased 10 for each move, which really isn't that impressive, but that shows you how difficult the moves are to master. So I would suggest after you get 20, maybe just increase it to 22 reps at each set, and then slowly 25, 27, finally you're at 30, then you can keep moving and moving. Okay, you're gonna find that you will get to a point where, okay, it's becoming way too easy, now I need to increase the rep scheme, and that's totally fine. So, if you want to hit this mobility routine, I suggest you do it every single day. If you do miss a day, totally fine. We're not perfect, but the next day, get out there and hammer it just twice as hard, with maximum focus and intent. Always lead the moves with your eyes, breathe through them as best you can, be confident and be positive that you will get through them and you will improve. So that is our mobility routine. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope you got a lot out of this, and I hope that you will make this a part of your daily routine, whether you're a baseball player or you just want to improve the quality of your life. Everyone needs a strong and supple spine to be the best human that they possibly can. And that's what I'm here for, to try to help you become a better baseball player and a better person, as I try to do every day in my own life. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Until next time, peace out, everybody.